Gen Ys, who are now approximately 30?
I think they were born 79, after 79, so yeah,
they're in that
late
range
20s,
of 30.
early 30s.
Many of them are thinking about getting into the investment market. How should you go about it? What should you do with the small nest egg that somehow you stumbled over? Michael McCarthy, CMC Markets Chief Strategist, joins me now. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Nice red tie.
Why, thank you.
You knew I was wearing red socks today. The first question, really, has got to be, why do you invest? Why should you start to invest?
Well, it's a different answer for every individual. Some people are looking to become a squillionaire before they're 30. Others are looking to make sure that when comes time to retire, they've got a comfortable nest egg to lean on. But whatever the reasons, the time to start thinking about it is when you've got yourself in a position where you're spending less than you're earning.
Yeah. So you do have that little bit of money. So do you go on a holiday? Do you save up for holidays? Or do you put some money aside for investment? The big question that I have, though, is often you'll get people who are investing whilst at the same time paying off a huge mortgage. I would have thought the best form of investment, if you've got a big mortgage, is to quit the mortgage as soon as possible, put all of your spare money in the mortgage, and then look at investing.
There's certainly a lot of good reasons to do that. Paying down mortgage is a very effective way of investing, as a matter of fact. Some people, once again, though, the answer is very much down to the individual. Some people are more aggressive, and while over the longer term property will probably deliver very good returns, some people are looking for returns in a shorter time frame.
OK, very quickly, right at the moment, as I was saying before, for like the last quarter of a century, probably more property, it's been property. It'll see you right, and you'll hear many people say, well, you never lose on property. That is not entirely true now. Which is the best form of investment now, generally speaking?
Generally speaking, and we calculate these returns over 120 years or so, it's shares.
Well, that's no good for me, 120 years, is it? Look at me, I've barely got a decade left.
Well, all I can do is give you the averages here, Paul. But yes, it is shares over the long term, but as we saw in 2008, in the short term, it can be the worst form of investment. So one way a lot of investors deal with this is to spread their investments. Have some property, have some shares, have some cash, have some collectibles.
OK, we've got some investment tips here. Let's have a look at the investment tips, and you can maybe talk us through them over here on the screen. Consider your age and level of commitment. What do you mean by level of commitment?
Very important. What are your other liabilities? Are you looking up? Are you taking care of a family of 5? Are you by yourself? The commitments that you have in your life that will take away your ability to invest.
Have definite goals in mind. So someone just thinking, oh, I don't want to be poor when I'm old.
No, it's important to explore what you're looking for as an investor and work towards those goals. It makes it much easier to make decisions when you've got a clearly defined goal.
Yeah. Assess your existing investment. So would you be including in there your mortgage?
Most certainly.
So have a look at what interest are you paying on your mortgage, how much do you owe?
That's right, how much of your income it's taking, whether or not you have any capacity to look at other areas, and look at your assets as well as a total. The right decision is different for every investor, and part of making that right decision is knowing what you've already got and adding to your overall investment profile.
All right, well, from the millions of people watching us right now, let's narrow it down to Gen Ys who've maybe got a lazy $5 grand. Right. What should they do?
If they're looking at share investment, there are a number of different ways to approach it. Now, for some, they'll look to the longer term. They're looking for growth over the longer term with some income. And there's a simple way to mimic the market. You can buy just 3 shares, one large bank, one large miner, and one diversified group like Wesfarmers, which owns Coles Myer, and you'll have what is essentially a market exposure. Your portfolio will fluctuate, broadly speaking, with the market, and you'll earn some income in dividends in the meantime.
And the idea with that income and dividends is what? Reinvest in the share market?
Could well be. You'll also get some tax benefits with it, so you might want to hive that off into another form of investment. You might want to reinvest it in the market. Certainly, if you've got a long time frame, reinvestment's a very smart idea.
Fantastic. Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The main thing is get started, go on some websites and get some advice.
Learn as much as you can. The ASX website's a great starting point for all investors.
Michael McCarthy, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Michael McCarthy, CMC Markets Chief Strategist.
Yeah, I like that. By paying off your house, which is your thing, isn't it? It's non-deductible debt. So get rid of that and then make your money work for you. Get into debt, which then you can claim tax benefits on.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
smart.